Hi, Scorpios. This reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. Um, I hope this reading resonates, but if it doesn't, please check out your Sun or Moon sign because sometimes those resonate a little bit better for you. So, okay, and I completely understand with that. So, um, I hope you enjoy. Let's go, Scorpio. Silence is key, which means to me, you said all you could say. You've done all you can do. Now let's just be quiet. And this is as it relates to your person. So I feel like you're fighting for a relationship alone. And you're fighting alone because the other person isn't as active or even in tune or even care as much as you do. Yeah, that hurt. What is that called? Like unrequited love? So I would say take some time to yourself and reevaluate the situation and say, hey, how is this situation benefiting me? How is this situation, um, is it working in my favor? What I would ask. And it's okay not to have the last word. And in some situations, just let it go, especially because I feel like it's been so many arguments, so much arguing that it's really affecting your state of mind and your state of being. So stop arguing with whomever you're arguing with, your person, and just allow things to be. And if that means separate for a moment, separate in in mind, body, or spirit, however you want to put it, or whatever resonates with you, because some of you are living with this person, and most of the drama is behind finances, and most of the time, and I don't know. Someone said this. I don't know the exact science behind it or the factual data that calculated it, but most marriages end because of finances. So my thing is this: if you're having an issue with your person as it relates to finances, which is what's causing all this drama, maybe you should set aside more, save more on your end for a rainy day. You don't have to tell anybody. I wouldn't. You don't have to tell anybody what's going on or why you're doing it or how you're doing it or whatever the process may be. Save it and say, hey, or do allotments. Say, hey, you get $100 a week. And what you do with that $100 is your business. But based on our goals or what we said we were going to do, we need to save this. We need to do this. Don't always don't just let the other person, well, I guess you being verbal is what's causing the issue. And you said everything that you can say. It's nothing else you can say, but there are other things that you can do, which means put a little extra aside on your half to save. And don't allow finances to break up your home because you love this person. Yeah, I feel like y'all love one another. But the issues of finances keep coming up in your relationship because y'all aren't on the same page about goals and growth. Okay? Yep. Look at the arguments. But there's a lot of love. That's what I was getting. So there's a lot of love in this relationship. It's just the argument, the fussing and the fighting is coming but as it relates to finances. And like I said, now it's just time for you to either you're gonna continue to fuss and fight or you're gonna show up in a way that saves your relationships by saying your relationships, ooh, with an S, your relationship by saving a little more on your end and a little more to your saving pile. right? Because ultimately, yes, it's your saving pile, but ultimately it's you all's. It's you all together. And you, one of y'all is just a better saver, a better planner than the other person. But don't let the finances affect the love, even though I know they kind of work together, because I don't know about y'all, but shit, I'm not trying to love if I don't, I'm not trying to, I was gonna say, I'm not trying to love if my finances aren't right. But some people are like that. Like, I want to make sure that I'm financially stable, or I'm bringing in some kind of income, so I'm adding to a mountain. I'm making the mountain bigger. I'm making it greater. I'm making it prosperous. So not only that I can live on this mountain, my children can live on this mountain, and my children's children can live on this mountain, and my children can live on this mountain. So what I'm saying to you, Scorpio, is that you've said enough. You have said enough. Hopefully this person hears you. But in the amount that it doesn't, to cut back on the arguments, the fussing and the fighting, and to keep the love, I say change up how you do things. Whoever this is, it could be the Scorpio or the cross watcher. Change up how you save. Change up how you build your finances, so you can make sure that you have a emergency fund, just in case something does go south, because you never really know. Okay, Scorpio? All right, let's get into your reading. Okay. So, let's see what I'm getting for Scorpio March. Oh, I can't even shuffle. 2020, Scorpio March 2020. Love. Scorpio. Scorpio March 2020. And love. Yeah, don't tell them. Just do it. How do you do it if you share the same bank account? Well, take out an additional $20 here, $30 there, $100 there. Just take out a little extra at a time and just put it aside. Hell, put it under the mattress. Hell, put in a pillow in a shoebox in the closet or something. Just do what you have to do. And that will help. That will make sure that you all are able to focus on love, because you've created a security blanket for you and your family. Or you put money away to your dream fund. Create you a dream fund. Create you a dream fund. Or whatever you need to do to ensure that your family is going to be stable if something happens, you know? Because ultimately, that's the responsibility of both counterparts, not just one. And there's been enough. Whew, how many cards is there? Man, that's a lot of cards. But let's see what they got. It's been enough fussing and fighting and arguments and all this other extra stuff going on. And somebody think y'all sitting pretty. What's going on with this? But you really not sitting pretty. But you trying to. And things are being... Oh, so somebody, one of y'all are one of those people get rich quick. So you kind of start like random projects or random jobs to because you're trying to make money. So so in the beginning of my career in corporate, I would do different things to say, okay, pyramid schemes, that's what they're called. So this person, your counterpart, is willing to risk more of their money now, because they think, hey, you risk more, the more you risk, the greater the return. But they're risking with no return. And that's kind of getting to you because now you're like, hey, now you're kind of affecting our livelihood. You're affecting our livelihood now. And because of that, we have to make changes based on if we want to be stable. Like if we want to have something in the future, we would, because they're completely in denial about the status, your financial status, even though they're a part of the bank account. Like they are in denial about your financial status for some reason. And they don't understand they don't understand that there needs to be a cushion. They're like, you know what? Let's risk it. We got it. Let's risk it, I guess, because we're gonna get paid next 2 weeks. So who cares, right? But I'm also seeing, and this is very interesting, that what they're doing, them going outside of themselves by looking for the next get rich quick scheme, is really what's preventing you from getting rich, because they're very creative beings, which means the get rich quick scheme is going to come from them and not someone else, which means that they have a gift, or let's say they could be an artist. They could be a talker, a speaker, a leader of some sort, and they're not actually using it. But doing that, being creative, gives them power. It brings them back to their true self, and it's fruitful. It's fruitful for you and your family. So I would say, hey, Scorpio, if it's you or your counterpart, that the next get rich quick scheme is something that comes from within, which means if your gift is coloring or art or cooking or interior design, whatever it is, that it starts with you, because that's where your gift is. That's where you will receive your prosperity. It's not coming from anybody else. So anything that they try as it relates to somebody else's business or workshop or whatever, it's not going to be as fruitful, but it will be more fruitful if it's something of their own design. They're using their creative being, their spirituality, their intuition, and their work, their art, their whatever. Right? Okay, Scorpio. Let's pull an affirmation card. So Scorpio, by you putting a little bit extra aside will be very beneficial, because once everything is gonna keep you a security fund where if something happens, you will be able to help because of the finances you were able to save. And two, it'll most importantly, cut down on the argument. Let them continue to move in an entrepreneurial way, and this will bring you great wealth and even greater love, because you have great love between you and your person. You all are wonderful. Great love. And children, 2 girls. I think it's beautiful. Now that could be specific, but who knows? Hey, if it resonates, if this story resonates with you, please leave a comment below that say, hey, this really resonated with me. I'm the one with the issue with this, yada, yada, yada. I mean, you don't have to put your business out there, but just let me know that this actually is resonating with someone or with you. Okay, so let's see what we bring on this affirmation card for Scorpio. March 2020. Wonder. Wonder. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes Better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. Basically, that's how you treat your relationship. With your relationship, continue to enjoy your relationship, continue to be fruitful in your relationship, but make sure you have your security blanket. Make sure that if your significant other or your person is this type of person that wants to do to get rich quick schemes, and they work for people. Don't get me wrong, they actually work for people, but this person's gift is for them to use their gift of creativity, which is going to bring, prosperity to your family. So I say, as a wanderer, now you can, be objective to your situation and laugh and ask for more, or laugh and say, okay, that was great. It was good when it lasted, and I'm okay with it because we've saved enough to sustain or to get us through this situation. And then that'll kick the argument to the curb. All right, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If anything resonated, please leave a thumbs up or a comment below. I hope you all enjoyed it. Your March 2020 love reading.